inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's our visitors and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And we are underway here in Atlanta. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his third year in the league.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you can really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes.
Oh, big hole left side. And they're not going to run it down. He goes all the way. 71 yards. It's a touchdown. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
The extra point is good. And the Dragons will race out to a quick 7-0 end. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23 yards. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. With that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with the conservative run. Gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up? Or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Now, faking the give. The throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
From the 48-yard line. Here is 2nd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion right. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. Taking off. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. The drive continues.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little
A throw right side is intercepted. He's going to go out of bounds.
goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Dragons.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
I had defenders draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. They'll give it to Dobbins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now here's a keeper on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going short game.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? So, instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Dragons will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. So, Greg, people always say when the schedule comes out in May, what do you look for? Back-to-back home games usually not something you look forward to, but it does happen in this case. And when you get a win and you know you're going on the road week 3, that puts a little pressure on this one to get 2-0 at home to start the season.
And how good would they be feeling to start your year and know, all right, we've got 2 wins in the bank, we're playing well at home. It just allows everything in the building to take a deep breath. You know, Mike, it's just such an ideal way to start. The fans are excited, the city's excited, everyone in the organization can settle in. So the schedule makers certainly did them a little bit of a favor here, so they've got to take advantage of it. Build off of last week, come out and play well again, and it really sets themselves up for the rest of this season.
They'll stay on the ground. Getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Here's a 1st carry for their running back. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have that Falcons 1st down. At least at first glance. They'll spot the football just beyond the marker. And they convert on 3rd and inches. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back in the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 41-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. Blown back in the backfield. Picked up by one of his teammates. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Off he goes. And he will give himself up at the end of that one. We are through one. 10-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. From the gun, they'll try to run it, and he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. That's his first touchdown of the new year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dragons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Falcons offense. And their running back set to go once more. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Trying to start on the ground. He'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Open man, left side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 46. 6-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 4.
At the 40-yard line.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw yet again. This throw left side is complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
The 34-yard line.
Now, this looks like a design run. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 3. Back to throw. He'll take off again. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. That ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
Throwing here on third and goal. That one, take it in. Touchdown, Atlanta. That his second TD catch of the season.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Falcons 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. The Dragons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him. And your offensive line has had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Second and 10.
Complete to number 35. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first and 10, they'll set up to throw. They'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now
Back to the air one more time. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
6 yards to go.
And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives. It is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He'll start this drive by keeping it himself. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. This one complete right side. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it, and that is incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
And that one not returnable, out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. The Dragons offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. He takes off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. To go now on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 20 and the San Antonio 1st down.
For the right side here, pass is caught, and they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Throwing now from the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to another 1st down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
On the ground, here's Gobble. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. That's enough for a 1st down. Now this offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this 2nd quarter.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Throw across his body is complete. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Dragons.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point, up and good. And the Dragons move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 28.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break. When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard.
They'll look to throw again. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And this is really why you want a kicker with a big leg. In these situations, end of half, can you steal 3 points from distance and come away with 3? And really nice job there, right around that midfield logo. It's kind of crazy how it's become sort of routine in today's NFL.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look deep, left sideline. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. Okay, Mike, thanks very much. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. And this is the Chiefs quarterback. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. The Chiefs even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. From there, let's go up to the Motor City. Let's look in on the Lions as they play host to the San Francisco 49ers. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
teams looks good on the offensive side of the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. Ooh. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Third quarter begins with a run. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and a yard. Working from the shotgun. He'll hand this one off. And some good running there. That's the first down up to the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tight end going in motion here. Throwing now on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards.
They'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. And he is hoping to improve on his first attempt. A fair catch taken here. And it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. The Dragons offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Dobbins. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
San Antonio, first down. 24-yard gain on the play.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. A run with Dobbins. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's a third down and 4. He'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And the defense can't come up to stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, San Antonio.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Back to throw. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. And that will be a first down. Handoff here, up the middle. And he did a nice job there, sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll stick with him again. And, oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
Makes it third and 2.
They'll throw here on third and short. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Antonio. That his second TD catch of the season. Now the try for an extra point. He's got it. And the Dragons will go up by 7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. He'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Now a give up the middle. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
That's a 39-yard line.
They try the right side this time. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
3rd and long.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
He's got a man. That's complete. And he'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline. It really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there in a no zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. So as they look at the injured player, will take a timeout. Once more from the 2, 3rd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Falcons will cut the lead down to 4.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
This one complete right side. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
37-yard line.
He'll give it to Dobbins. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup there of 13. That's enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Dragons.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 1st and 10.
Antonio, 1st down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I don't think this lead is insurmountable by any means, Mike, but they're going to have to find a way to take advantage of some of these possessions as they try to close this game out.
They'll look to set up the screen here. Uh-oh. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Dragons. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Dragons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Now, faking the give. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 1. Man in motion, heading left.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. There's that man again. Another catch. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. That one hauled in. It's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Back to the air one more time. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's got it about the 8. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Falcons! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Dragons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
San Antonio, first down. A gain of 12. And a San Antonio first down.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. The defense uses its second time out here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Now this is going to be a design run. They let them keep it. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Up the middle they go. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So, it's a win for our visitors. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.